Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang for hitting the like button. And if you didn't start chat, y'all the realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. Tory Lanez bodyguard alleges that Kelsey Harris had the gun when Megan Thee Stallion was shot. So, let me say this, man. It's so unfortunate. Again, this could be true, it could not be true. We don't know, right? We wasn't there. There was 4 people in the car, and I've been saying the same thing for the last how long since this first came out. 4 people was in the car. I believe what should have happened was during the Tory Lanez trial is that there should have been a mistrial. Why? Because everyone that was in the car should have stood trial and gave their testimony, their statement, whatever you want to call it, right? The fact that that did not happen, it's just weird. Where was Kelsey? Kelsey never spoke. Where was the bodyguard? The bodyguard never spoke on the stand. They both went MIA. The only person that was there was Tory and Meg Thee Stallion. I don't get what's going on. If I'm in a room of 4 people, including me, somebody gets shot, or I get shot, whatever the case may be, I need everybody that was in that goddamn room to be in this courthouse with me. I'm not saying Tory Lanez is innocent. I'm not saying Tory Lanez is guilty. But what I'm saying is this whole thing is fishy. As far as him not having his fingerprints and the gunpowder residue on him or anything like that, let's go, man. Let me hear her finish this, man. I'm about to get irritated again.
Right. So Tory Lanez bodyguard alleges Kelsey Harris had the gun when Megan Thee Stallion was shot. Let's get into the article. It says Jaquan Smith, the bodyguard and driver who was driving the SUV the night that Megan Thee Stallion was shot by Tory Lanez, said in a sworn statement to California Court of Appeals that it was Megan's then friend Kelsey Harris who had a gun in her hands at the time of the shooting. In a sworn affidavit, Smith claims Kelsey was holding a gun, that Tory Lanez tried to take the gun from Kelsey when it was fired. Both Miss Pete and Mr. Peterson returned to the car after a few minutes. Smith said in his sworn statement, Miss Pete was bickering, but I am unsure of the exact words she was saying. She seemed upset. The 4 of us left Miss Jenner's residence. And there you have, what I showed you guys. The court document, it says Megan and Tory got into an argument at one point. Megan hopped out to sit at a bus stop. She and Tory talked before returning to the vehicle. Miss P started the argument again, and Miss Harris asked what was going on. Mr. Peterson told her that he and Miss Pete had been dating and intimate. Smith continued in his sworn statement. According to the driver, Lanez had been seeing both of them in an intimate way, which caused the drama. He said he pulled the car over and Megan and Kelsey started fighting. Kelsey allegedly pulled out the weapon and Megan tried.
So let me say this. So real quick, just give you a little backstory of her and her best friend. Tory Lanez, at the beginning of all this whole ordeal, was making posts and dropping hints and all this, that, and the third. Not really dropping hints. He basically blatantly told us that he was sleeping with Meg Thee Stallion and her best friend. He said, I was smashing her and her best friend. That's basically what he said. Meg Thee Stallion denied everything. Y'all remember she was on Gayle King and doing her whole press run. Meanwhile, Tory Lanez couldn't even speak on it, but whatever. Going on her whole press run, and Gayle King asked her a straight up question. Were you sexually intimate in any way, shape, or form with Tory Lanez? And Meg Thee Stallion laughed and chuckled, and she tried to dance around the topic before Gayle King held her accountable for the answer. And she eventually said no, straight up, no. Only to find out in court that she had been sleeping with Tory Lanez. Come on. So that was the whole thing about that, right? He was smashing her best friend, whatever the case may be. I said this before in whatever other video I did, where I was saying that I believe that there was some type of fight that came on around that started with with them and then the gun. How did the gun get into play? How did the gun come out? We don't know, and probably will never know. Why? Because we already know that Meg Thee Stallion lied about something as small as her sleeping with damn Tory Lanez. But I believe she had a boyfriend back then, so that's probably why she lied. But still, regardless, If she lied about having sex with Tory Lanez, she would lie about any and everything else that happened inside of the car. And Tory Lanez is probably one of those guys that's like, yo, wow, I got street cred, so I don't want to snitch. If I was Tory, I would have been snitching. Nah, bro, it was Kelsey and this and her and that person. I'm not doing time for nobody, bro. I don't give a damn. Y'all can call me a snitch. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna be a snitch while I'm shopping at the damn mall. Instead of y'all calling me a damn label me, oh, Dev real as hell. That boy Dev, he ain't no snitch while I'm damn serving 10 years in prison. Get the hell out of here. Y'all can keep that. I'll be damned. I'm not doing it.
Tried to take it from her. Smith says Lanez tried to intervene to stop the fight, but the gun went off. The bodyguard says he did not see who pulled the trigger. So these new details, obviously in the Tory Lanez case, as we know, Tory Lanez is, in prison at this point, man. Tory Lanez is a great artist, by the way. Very, very great artist, man. He's one of those artists, it took some time to come through for people to really appreciate, what he brought, to the game, and just certain things of certain, styles and things that he really added. Obviously, this whole situation with the Megan Thee Stallion thing is, look, listen, we've heard a bunch of reports that said Tory did not do this. And this is just another one that is further, giving reason to why Tory Lanez did not do this. But, this is why we have to be very, very careful. It said that he was dating or intimate with both of them. You know how that can be, fights, just all types of emotions. So many things can be involved. So, but yeah, man, Tory Lanez is, I think they gave him about 10 years, man. So, that's just a lot to affect on the family, his mental health, just whoever, his family, just in general, everyone, and we really hope that, these statements are, true for Tory to get a reduced sentence, or ultimately just to be free, because at the end of the day, I believe Tory Lanez does deserve freedom at some point. And obviously it came out that Megan was lying, and then this is further more information that that was what it was. So yeah, man, once again, free Tory Lanez. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Once again, my name is Energy Eli. Please make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. Hey, I'm out. Believe.
Yeah, bro, and shout out to the dude just giving commentator that was giving the his opinion on the matter. I'm trying to think of what to say, bro. There was 4 people in the car. All 4 people should have been there on the stand. This should have been an immediate mistrial or postponed. The bodyguard and Kelsey, I've been saying this. Where is Kelsey? Why hasn't Kelsey been made to get on stand and give her side of the story? I don't think that's fair. 4 people in the room? You couldn't. Where's the bodyguard? Where's Kelsey? I've been saying this for how long? Where are they? Why aren't they giving their side of what happened? Why? This is not making any sense. So what's done is done. He's sentenced to 10 years or something like that in prison. Probably will be able to get out in 6 or 7. But when he gets out, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's getting deported. He's getting deported, going right back to Canada. And I agree with what the brother was saying, talking about where's his mental state going to be, his career, and all this, that, and the third. Yeah, I don't know. Will he be able to bounce back? Because you got to give Tory Lanez credit where credit is due, and I agree with him saying he's a great artist. He is a really good artist. He's a really good artist. So it becomes a situation of, well, damn, yeah, he's a good artist. He's this and he's that, or whatever the case may be. But what's really going on here? What's really going on? Because, and I'm not saying he didn't do it, y'all. I said the same thing. I keep saying it. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm not saying he did do it. But what I am saying is he deserved a fair trial. I don't believe that this was a fair trial, not having all witnesses. If the other witnesses, if the bodyguard and Kelsey came up and said, hey, I didn't have the gun, or if they were just blatantly honest and say, yo, Tory shot her, then this would be a completely different case. I'd be like, yo, listen, well, you got 3 people saying you did it, bro. So, I mean, you did it. Imagine if the bodyguard would have came up on stand and said this. hey, listen, Kelsey had the gun, not Tory Lanez. What do y'all think would have happened? Tory Lanez would have been, we would have ran off, whatever the case be. Who knows? They still probably would have threw him on the bus. Who knows? What we don't know is, I'm sorry, what we do know is Megan Thee Stallion has been proven to be a liar. She lied about the things that she was doing with Tory Lanez, allegedly not sleeping with him, not doing this, that, and the third. She lied about those things. So what's really going on? Hey, man. Hey, I hope you pull through, Tory. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, be safe, Erica.